Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In this one we're looking at the One More triple driver in-ear headphones. Now we haven't looked at a wide pair of headphones on the channel for a long time, and I'm super excited to present you with my review of these ones, as I've not actually heard of this company before, but I've been extremely surprised at what they offer. So let's run over some key specs and then we'll get into the box. So on these you've got 3 drivers that are 2 balanced armature drivers and then a separate dynamic driver to deliver an extremely accurate listening experience. That then gives those drivers a frequency response from 20 to 40,000 Hz with a sensitivity of 99 decibels and only 32 ohm impedance. Now the earpieces are made from aluminum or aluminium alloy with a nice sandblasted textured surface, and they're available in silver, or if you fancy something a little bit different, rose gold as well. I'll include a link in the description box below if you want to check those out. Now alongside the audio they've actually put a little bit more attention into the microphone that's built in. In this one they've incorporated a MEMS microphone that helps eliminate crosstalk and also background static. Now alongside all that, they're actually the world's first THX certified headphones, having undergone rigorous testing to ensure they reach the highest audio standards in the headphone market. Now the box for the triple drivers are kind of like a book when you look on that side on, something a little bit different to what we generally see. Opening up the magnetic flap, we've got some nice diagrams on the left hand side and some text. Then the right hand side we've got a nice little display window with all of the contents that's included. Now minus the headphones themselves, of course, you do get a few accessories included. One of them is a headphone adapter should you want to take these on an aeroplane. You've got a small clip to go onto maybe your shirt or your jacket, then a massive plethora of different ear tips to get your own kind of comfort and preference to your own ear. And good news, you can get comply tips for these if you want to go down that route. They are the T600s. Other accessories, a little carrying pouch, kind of reminds me of that old style camera pouches actually. Then also your instruction manual and some stickers. So onto the main article, obviously the headphones themselves have got a lovely aluminium kind of milled body design, definitely looking really nice, and that sandblasted finish just adds a little bit of extra touch and texture as well, which is also nice. Now on each side there's also a One More logo as well as a right and left to obviously decipher which one goes in which ear. Then if you want to change ear tips, it's just a very simple way of just pulling them off and then pushing on which one you desire. Then there you can see a little bit of protective mesh that covers the drivers. So here's all the plethora of foam tips that you get. Obviously there's a great variation in different sizes for your own kind of ear canals. For me, I did find that the foam tips included were better than the ones that were the silicone ones, but because they're slightly flatter than maybe the comply tips, they did kind of not sit quite as well as I would hope in the ear. The included foam tips do give a good seal in the ear canal, but just bear in mind, should you want to be listening to these for an extended period of time, maybe more so than other people will generally be using them for, then maybe consider comply, as it's a little bit deeper and it will sit better in your ear. So the cable on the triple drivers is a Kevlar fibre which increases the durability and even tensile strength. That goes to a simple 3.5mm connection on the end. There's no branding on that as well, it's just nice and plain. A bit further up you've got a splitter that goes to the 2 earphones. After that the cable's coated with rubber. It does get a little bit tangled, but nothing that's overly frustrating. There is a 3-button control, which is nice because generally you'll see different ones for Android and iOS, but you can use both on just one, so they've really made it work on that, which is good to see. Then last but no means by the least on the end, we've got the headphones. So now I've given you a look around the headphones. I think that's pretty much all I can really do in terms of showing you around. Now it's just time to talk about the sound and what you can expect for the money. At the current point in recording this video, they're $78.99, so please bear in mind when you watch this video the price may go up a little bit or it may go down, so just kind of keep that in consideration with what I'm going to say about them at this current price. So overall I found these headphones to be on a little bit of the warmer side, which was actually quite enjoyable after kind of getting used to how they sounded. They give great detail and separation. Dead Mouse's Monophobia was one where you could really kind of pick out the layers that were in the track, kind of where they were as well, so kind of in terms of the soundstage that they offer. So it was a very enjoyable experience being able to tell where each thing is coming from. The bass is nice and precise and punchy. For songs like One Trick Pony and Polaris, the bass was just kind of not overly kind of bassy and just ridiculous like some headphones I have found, but just kind of nice, tight, precise, punchy, just really exactly what you want without being over the top. Vocals are very clear. Again, going back to Monophobia, that was one where the kind of rawness of vocals came through. Rob Swire with those little bits of harsh tone in his voice really coming through nice and punchy. But overall, such a nice, warm, enjoyable experience. And for this kind of price as well, I think it's going to be difficult to find something that's going to come close and give you the kind of sound package that this offers at under £80. Other honourable mentions for these headphones, they do have a low cable noise. They feel really light in the ear as well. After, say, about 20 minutes, I kind of forgot I had them in. They give you a real good immersion to your sound, even though they are aluminium, which is kind of a light metal anyway. You do feel a little bit of weight in the hand, but once you do get them into your ears, you really don't notice it. And the last thing I just wanted to mention is the foam tips, where they're a little bit narrow, you kind of just feel that you kind of push them into your ears rather than squeezing them and letting them expand, even if you do use a bigger size. So if you do want to go for kind of a lot more sound isolation, then I would recommend going with the Comply tips. But if you're just using these maybe for on a train or a commute, then they do create a good seal in the ear to keep out noise, even though they're not actually running any active noise cancellation. Now, if you've watched any of my headphone reviews before, you know that I say these have now topped, and it's going to be a long time before anything tops these ones. Well, this has happened again. These are definitely the best bang for buck that I've used at this price point. Bring on the competitors. Let's see if you can take over these for just an absolute great bang to buck. So if there's anything I haven't covered in this video you want to know, please let me know in the video comments and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Links will be in the description box for easy if you want to get yourself a pair. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Big thank you to One More for sending these out for me to review. I'll see you all in the next one.